I'll feel it move back just a tad. Kenny and Hannah, you have chosen a relationship which is covenant-based. Just as Christ loves the church, he laid down his life for her. Kenny, you are to love Hannah with all your heart. Lay down your wants and your desires in order to encourage her, provide, and cultivate her into the woman of God that she can become. Hannah, you are to love Kenny as your husband, just as you're instructed in Proverbs 31, that Kenny would find safety and trust in you, that you would provide a safe place for your family, that you would be a woman that fears and loves the Lord, that your tongue would be the law of kindness, and that you would do him good all the days of your life. To each other, love each other as Christ loves the church. Lay your lives down for one another. Put a watch about your mouth and fear the Lord. Kenny, do you take Hannah to be your wife, to commit yourself to her, to responsible in a marriage relationship, to give yourself to her in love and work, to invite her fully into your heart, to cherish her above all others, to respect her by encouraging her individuality, and to grow in all that God intends? If so, respond as I do.
I do.
Hannah, do you take Kenny to be your husband? Do you commit yourself to Kenny, to be responsible in marriage and the marriage relationship, to give yourself to him in love and work, to invite him fully into your heart, to cherish him above all others, to respect his individuality, to encourage him to be all that he can be and God intended him to be? If you do, respond with, I do.
I do.
Parents, I'll be able to see you guys now. Parents, you as parents promise to pray, encourage, and support your children in their new relationship as husband and wife. If you do, friends and family, you're involved too. To all those who witness these vows today, do you promise to pray and encourage and support Kenny and Hannah in their marriage? If you agree with this statement, say I will.
I will.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Kenny, repeat after me. I take you, Hannah, to be my wife.
I take you, Hannah, to be my wife.
I promise before God and these witnesses
I promise before God and these witnesses
to be your faithful husband,
to be your faithful husband,
to share with you in plenty and in want,
to share with you in plenty and in want,
in joy and sorrow,
in joy and sorrow,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to forgive and strengthen you,
to forgive and strengthen you,
and to join with you so that together
so to join with you so that together
we may serve God
we may serve God
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
Hannah, repeat after me. I take you, Kenny, to be my husband.
I take you, Kenny, to be my husband.
I promise before God and these witnesses
I promise before God and these witnesses
to be your faithful wife,
to be your faithful wife,
to share with you in plenty and want,
to share with you in plenty and want,
in joy and sorrow,
in joy and sorrow,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to forgive and strengthen you,
to forgive and strengthen you,
and to join with you so that together,
and
and to join with you so
and join with you so that together
we may serve God and others
we may serve God and others
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
Okay, the rings.
Which one?
Where was that both of them? Okay. Kenny, you take that one. Now face each other, and you need to hold hands, and somebody needs to... Kenny, repeat after me. God has chosen you to be my bride,
God has chosen you to be my bride,
and as I've asked Jesus to come into my heart and live,
and as I ask Jesus to come into my heart and live,
so now I ask you to come into my heart
so I ask you to come into my heart
and be one with me and Him.
and be one with me and Him.
I vow to love and to cherish you,
I vow to love and cherish you,
to never leave you nor forsake you.
to never leave you nor forsake you.
By God's grace, I will love you
By God's grace, I will love you
as Christ loves his bride.
as Christ loves his bride.
Will you come into my heart and be my wife?
Will you come into my heart and be my wife?
And if your response is
Yes.
yes, okay, you may put the ring on her finger. Okay, as you're doing that, you say, I love you, and I give you this ring
I love you and I give you this ring
as a sign of my love and faithfulness.
as a sign of my love and faithfulness.
Okay. All right, Hannah. Okay, God has chosen you to be my husband,
God has chosen you to be my husband.
and as I have asked Jesus to come into my heart and live,
And as I have asked Jesus to come into my heart and live,
so now I ask you to come into my heart
so now I ask you to come into my heart
and be one with me and Him.
and be one with me and Him.
By God's grace, I will do good all the days of my life.
By God's grace, I will do good. I will
Do you good?
do you good all the days of my life.
Will you come into my heart and be my husband?
Will you come into my heart and be my husband?
Okay, and as you're putting the ring on his finger,
I do.
I love you
I love you
and give you this ring
and give you this ring
as a sign of my love and faithfulness.
as a sign of my love and faithfulness.
Because Kenny and Hannah have made these vows before God and in front of us all, I pronounce you husband and wife. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Now let no one divide these through